like I say, I named America and I created the American government, and that basically made a whole bunch of American people, or a whole bunch of people inside of my house. Like I said, it was all this big lie, actually. Like I said, the White House is actually my house, Lucifer Starr's house. So I named America and I created the American government, or invented the American government, which they were all fine with. And then all they wanted to do was just get elected to the American government, and then they tried to pretend to be me, I guess, Lucifer Starr, because it's Lucifer Starr's house. So anyway, so there was this big old thing, like I say. But of course, they weren't Lucifer Starr. I am Lucifer Starr, and that's just a White House, just a house. So anyway, like I said, and I changed and Lucifer Starline Company. Well, like I said, I found myself in the grips between me versus America, the American government. And like I say, well, the American government was a powerful government and had quite a few people working for it, and blah 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 blah, and basically the thing was there's a separation between what is America and what is Lucifer Starline. So, like I said, while I named America and I named some ships America, um, JFK, Jimmy Carter, and all of them were trying to take over Lucifer Starline Company, my private company. So, like I say, but they are not me. They have nothing to do with me. And America is not entitled to Lucifer Starline property, White Star Line. And that's the thing, is America was trying to go, on basically, and basically that's what those pieces of shits were trying to do. They're trying to pretend like they were Lucifer Star, or they were entitled to Lucifer Starline property, or that they had something to do with me. And it's like, well, not really. You're just renting my house, Republicans. And that's why all these people are like, this fool, blah, 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 blah. It's like, no. Or who is this fool? You're going to find out, like I say. Like I say, Lucifer Star, or White Star Line, was a company. And like I say, when America went, basically, I was like, and like I said, they were trying to blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I gave America one ship, only one ship, to use as a troop ship, or something like that. Or two ships, a few ships, not that many. Like I say. My Irish people and my British, Europe understood better. So anyway, like I say, that's why they call the Leviathan an American ship. Because I named America and I created the American government. In essence, I am America, basically, or I'm the leader of America. Anyway, but they're actually White Star Line ships. So anyway. They were just saying, "Oh, we're putting," and that's a great lie. Basically, Lucifer Starline is not. That's my White House, but I'm not living in the White House, and basically, I own the American government. So that's where me and them went, and that's where Jimmy Carter and Richard Nixon and a bunch of other people were like, "We will never die. We will never grow old. The truth will never be known." Live and maintain power. Like that. Mostly Jimmy Carter, whatever. And I'm like, you're just one group of people, and you're just one planet, and you're just one life form type. Like, you're not even the female race. And the female race was like, yeah, we remember him, or something like that. And they were like, you are. All biblical like that. I don't know. Anyway, or something like that. And women actually gave me access to their bank accounts that I could use, or something like that. And, of course, that's where JFK and Richard Nixon and a bunch of them were trying to get access to the banks and access to the females' accounts and suck their money dry. Anyway, a lot of women in America, like I said, because I was for women's rights and everything else and blah blah, so they were using their money together and also giving me access to their money to do things, and I was doing things and stuff like that. And so it was something weird like that. And that's why also why JFK, Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon went after all women and actually tried to eliminate women's right to vote, women's right to have jobs, women's right to go to the police, women's right to do all this stuff, because women were backing me because I had been with them longer than I had with the male race and all that stuff. And they were just like, he's our leader, he's our creator. So, and it wasn't even sexual. It was just, Anyway, so, but like I said, Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, all of them were like, because they had lied so much and they had killed so many people and done so many bad things and been responsible for carpet bombing the planet Earth and all kinds of stuff that they were like, and they were trying to take over White Star Alliance. And like I said, I had told the Chinese or the Asians that they could actually, because I trusted the Asians more than, the Asians and also the Irish people, and so we were doing this thing in Europe, because I'm actually from Europe mostly, so me and the Europeans, it was like, in China or the Asians had Asia, and stuff like that, or, that part, and Irish people had Ireland. We were working on, being able to feed all the Irish people and everything else like that. Whatever. Like I say, I don't really know. You have to talk to the Irish people and talk to some Asians and also some Germans and because that country, that's my country mostly. And America was trying to do this thing where it's always been America, it's always been Republican, it's always been Democrat. And it's like, what? No, you're only America because I bought you and because I named you America, and that's my house. We built blah, 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 blah. We all built it and everything else like that. And you're just a stupid leader of a stupid country. And Nixon and JFK was like, I'll never get out. I'll never leave the White House. Richard Nixon. And Richard Nixon was planning on just blowing everyone up and killing everyone. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, I don't really know. You kids get to figure out. You guys get to work it out and figure out what exactly was going on. But my take on it was basically that pretty much the White House was like trying to control White Star Alliance, trying to control the world or something like that, or trying to do something weird or something strange, or trying to say that they were me and that they could do whatever they wanted. And it's like, no, I can do whatever I wanted as the creator and leader and blah, blah. And Richard Nixon, JFK, or somebody in the White House was trying to pretend to be me or trying to pretend like they owned everything. And it's like, no, you don't own everything. I own everything. Or I own a lot of stuff, basically. And it's like, well, I don't even care. The Irish people had Ireland, and they were quite happy there, and they built some really awesome ships, and a lot of people had different countries, blah, blah, blah. And I own America, because I named it and created the laws and the government structure for it. And my people helped me build it and everything else like that. And it was a really great place, and it's a really great place, and blah, blah. And like I say, Rodney's a piece of shit and basically an idiot, and was trying to do, like, anyway, I don't know. Anyway, like I say, I don't really know. You'll have to talk to a lot of other people about all this. Anyway, and then there was a war or whatever brought on by, I guess, JFK or Nixon or somebody, or Papa or some black people. And basically, and a lot of people were fighting over what was Lucifer Starlight. Me. So, and mostly just fighting after, I don't know, the women, the drugs, the guns, or maybe they were just doing whatever they wanted. I don't really know. Like I said, I don't know, I don't care, but basically a bunch of people were lying, there's this whole big thing, and that led to the whole, like, everything else, and then, of course, there's Hell's Angels, and they're doing all their thing, like, oh yeah, an oil can, yeah, I'll get you an oil can, which means, I don't know, drugs or sex or something like that. I don't know. Something. The Hell's Angels had their own code or something like that. It's like, and then of course there's all these other gangs and all these other people, and it's like, oh, I'm so over this whole civilization building thing and over everything. It's like, it's so stupid and it's so fucked up. I was just taking a vacation, like, it's just a bunch of free will and stupidity. And then of course you have the yellers, and Nixon explained the yellers. They lock in position and then they yell. Ah! And meanwhile, they're going and bashing a whole bunch of Germans or people to death inside the houses as they have 30 people going. Arr! And like the cops, like I say, walk up and just start shooting them in the legs. And the guys are like, "Ah! Oh, I thought you were locked in position and had to just scream for 10 or for 35 minutes or 25 minutes." The whole thing was bullshit. Dr. Richard Nixon with a degree in both PhD and a doctorate in both parapsychology, psychology, and meteorological physics. It was Dr. Richard Nixon, the Nixon family. Like I said, the whole Nixon family is shit. They're all shit. The Nixon family, the Carter family, they're shit. They're shit on this whole fucking planet. They're fucking liars and pieces of shit. And I have no respect for them. Just a bunch of fucking rapists and killers that just ran around shooting first and doing whatever they wanted. And trying to practice eminent domain. Well, actually, they walked in and killed people at buildings, and then they tried to pretend like they owned it. And that they had government right to... Like I said, it fucking pissed me off. It pissed off a whole bunch of other people. And I don't really, it's just like, fuck it. And I don't know who told them or how they ever got it in their small little brain that they could do that. Anyway, and I think they were going after a bunch of rich Irish people or something like that. Because like I said, Ireland was rich. Germany was rich. They put in a lot of work and they climbed to great heights. China or Asia, Asians, there's a lot of rich Asians. Massively wealthy Asians. Didn't even have to work. But anyway, whatever. But then, there's also me, and like a lot of them realized me and decided to do a lot of great things for me. Including build a colony ship, for which JFK or Nixon said for years, "Oh, it disappeared into space and we've never saw it again. We'll never forget the poor people of the LSF. And if only we could get some money on the children and the women's family, people for the lost crew of the LSF." Oh. Or something like that. Like there's video of all this stuff. And of course they killed it. They eliminated it. And then Nixon was going around doing his anti-corruption scandal, where he was actually just locking up people who owned companies or businesses, and just then he would basically get shifted his way, like Ronnie Beretti. Oh, I thought that was going to be coming our way. It's like the only thing that's going to be coming your way is about probably eventually 700 trillion exoskeletons and 14,000 or 1,400, like I said, planets, whole planets of these life forms. And like I say, a whole galaxy. So like I say. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. As they say, God will judge. No, Lucifer Star, I'm your judge. I'm the whatever. There's no God. Nixon was trying to do the God will judge, or God will judge, trying to pretend, because it's government will judge. That's what they're doing. Anyway, so yeah, there's a bunch of fuckheads running around. Meanwhile, I'm doing this great big huge celebrated history, and everybody's happy and everybody's being fed, and there's lots of family and lots of happy children, and just a couple fuckheads running around. A couple pieces of shit. People saying, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. That the government just is just massive inflation, or it's just all bullshit. Anyway, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's like, I don't give a fuck. It's a bunch of pathetic losers. I'm over it.